This is a short video which is designed to get you to think about choosing images carefully for use in the image editing element of your vCerts work. So when I say choosing images carefully, I mean considering things like copyright, considering the size and the quality of your image. So the first place most of us start when we're looking for images, a lot of us, is just Google. So if I'm doing a sci-fi film and I want a background, I might just type in starry background, and then straight away I've got some results. I go on images, and too often we might just download the first thing we see. But let's stop and have a look. Here's our first picture that search results comes back with. And it looks nice, but if I click on the image and preview it, actually you can see really it's completely inappropriate. If you look at the size, 800 by 375, that's not going to work as a background to an A4 sized poster, because it's not wide enough, and if I try and stretch that and make it bigger, it's going to pixelate. Basically any image I find that is smaller than my page size is going to have to be stretched, and that's not going to look good. You're not going to end up hitting those marks for audience and purpose. So I need to do better than that. I need to find something which is going to be a better fit. So if I go into tools, what I might try and do is find something that's a little bit better. So if I go in tools, you'll notice that I can look for things like the usage rights. That's something you're going to have to think about later, where you've got options for choosing images that you're allowed to use for and change. Not so important for the practice, but it's something you'll have to think of later. So usage rights. But size, I can specify. I can give it a rough guide: large, medium, or icon, or larger than. So I know that if I hit this one, 1024 times 768, I know that I've got 842 pixels vertically on my page and 595 horizontally. So in fact that's going to be a little bit bigger. But if it's bigger, I can filter it, I can edit it down. So here's let's go for there's almost any of these look like they would be okay. So if I click on this one, for instance, there it is. That's quite nice. Like the colour on that one. There's the image in full screen, and you can see it's a nice high quality image. And then right click on the image, save as, and the important thing is to give it an appropriate file name. So I'm going to call it star background. Okay, click save. Right, so that's one possibility, is using Google, but Google isn't the only source of images on the net. Remember, actually Google isn't the source of images, it just gives you the names of websites where they're found. And there are some much better websites which can give you much better results with a lot less work. If you go on to Frog, we've actually put a link to some of these images in here. So below lesson 1, for these sites here, Unsplash, CC Search, Pexels and Pixabay are really good sources of very high quality images that you are allowed to use. So if I go to Pixabay, for instance, these are things which are shared by people freely. They allow people to use, and if you can scroll down, you can see that maybe not perfect for what you want to do, but you can see the quality of these images is very high. So if I type in starry background, or no, actually let's do galaxy, that's probably going to get me a better result. Galaxy, and straight away I hit some very nice results, very varied results. The Shutterstock images are ones which I would have to pay to use. They're sponsored images, so I'm not going to bother with those. But down here amongst these pictures will be some that are good. That's a really nice one. If I was doing a disaster movie in space, that would be perfect. If I click that one, it gives you the tags that show what the image is called, and also the size of the image, the resolution's down there. So I know that if I was to download that, I could edit it down and get it to fit reasonably well. Now if it's a wide image like this one, obviously it may not fit my page exactly. You're going to have to be clever and thoughtful with the design work that you do. So you need to think about the things that we've looked at in this video to make sure that your images are good quality. You need to make sure that you consider the size of your page and the size of the images that you're going to download, that they're good quality, that you make sure that you download and save them with an appropriate name so you'll remember what they are, and that you are prepared to explore maybe further than just doing an image search in Google to see if you can get better images. So that's your first step. Try and find the best images that you can to start your project with, and then you'll be fine.